Good evening. Please state your name and where you currently reside.
Good evening. My name is Karen Diggs, and I reside in St. Louis, Missouri.
All right, let's proceed to the questions. What is your professional occupation?
I am a supervisory accountant, meaning I supervise several supervisors who supervise accounting work.
All right. And how has COVID-19 affected your life in the professional world?
Well, I have had to make several adjustments to embrace technology more than I'm accustomed to embracing it. We were fortunate to have the ability to work from home because everybody has portable laptops and most of our work is portable, but we're very used to working collaboratively with each other, having face-to-face meetings, going to each other's offices, looking over work products, and I'm accustomed to having three computer monitors in my office. So it's been a big adjustment having to do my work looking at one small laptop screen and to not be able to print out output to look at. I have to write down everything or do everything electronically on my computer. So that's been a huge adjustment. But I think it has slowed me down, but I'm still able to be productive, but not as quickly as I was accustomed to getting my work
Right, right. What plans do you have for the near future, considering we're still in quarantine?
done. The plans for the near future are how am I going to make sure all the work that I'm responsible for gets accomplished. I meet with my supervisors almost daily, and we have formal meetings too with an agenda to outline everything that's due in the next 2 weeks, in the next month, in the next 2 months, and in the next quarter to see what we can do remotely and what we may have to send someone on site to perform. Like, for example, we have to mail IRS forms for tax purposes, and that output is scheduled to be produced tomorrow. We actually need to see that print output to make sure that there are no smudges and that it's legible. So when the customer sees those forms, they can read them and use them in filing for taxes. And I have plans to send two people on site tomorrow to look at that output and approve it for mailing.
Right, right. If you are a parent and or if you have a spouse, how has it been balancing the two, work and personal life at home?
Well, my spouse works out of the home. He's not able to work from home. But I do have a teenager who's also working from home. Fortunately, we have a big enough house where we can be in separate rooms, but I do find myself stepping away from my work to monitor how his online learning is progressing. I check to make sure he still has connectivity through the internet because sometimes while I'm working, I lose connectivity. Today I had to restart my computer twice because of my phone issues I was having due to the internet connection. And so I periodically check on him when I have the time to make sure that he's able to access his classes, turning his homework, and just to make sure he is attending classes.
Yeah.
It's the honor system, and I do like to
Mhm.
check in every now and then to make sure that he is staying on track. But he's doing a great job.
That's good. That's right, at teenagers. So, do you at all feel anxious about the impact of the virus or the virus itself? Why or why not?
Well, I do feel anxious in the sense that life as we know it has changed considerably. I
Mhm.
can't just get up and run to the store or run to and do this like I would under normal circumstances. So I feel anxious because I'm ready for this to come to an end. I don't know how bad it's going to get, how long we're going to be under these stay-at-home orders. So I'm anxious for it to end. But I know it will come to an end because of my faith in God. I know that this is not going to go on forever, and that God is still in control of everything. But it's just that my human nature is I want it to end. I want things to go back to normal. I don't want any more people to suffer. And the scary aspect of this virus is it's very contagious, and we just can't do things as we normally have. And I just hope that we can go back to normal. We may not ever go back to the way things were. I'm sure we'll be more careful as a society, but I'm just ready for things to go back to normal, and I have that fear that maybe they will never be the same.
Right. Wow. Wow. So thank you again for meeting with me and doing this interview. That was very insightful, and I really appreciate your time.
Oh, you're welcome, Miss Jada Campbell.
All right. Well, until next time.